Blackish tackles light-skin privilege in emotional episode about colorism. By Bethany Butler, Washington Post. Published January 30th, 2019. Blackish has never shied away from serious topics, but Tuesday night's episode about colorism marked a particularly weighty moment for the ABC sitcom. Spike Lee famously explored society's overt preference for lighter skin and the long-simmering tension it has caused among Black Americans in his 1988 film, School Days. A Different World, which predates Blackish by more than 2 decades, also took on the issue. But as Blackish executive producer Peter Saji noted in a guest column for The Hollywood Reporter, it's still a delicate topic. Saji, who wrote Tuesday's episode, titled Black Like Us, and last season's acclaimed take on Juneteenth, said that despite having done installments about everything from police brutality to the N-word, the colorism episode is the one that terrifies him the most. Colorism has been around for generations, but we're only finally addressing it in Season 5. This is not a coincidence. Where there is shame, there is also heightened sensitivity, he wrote. We procrastinated in telling the story because we knew we had to get it right or, quite frankly, we would get dragged on Twitter. Saji said the Blackish writers' room surveyed their colleagues and friends for their experiences with colorism, and those multicultural discussions convinced the staff that the show needed to confront the topic. The more people we talked to, the more empowered we felt by our collective shame, Saji wrote. We also found the injuries caused by colorism actually extend beyond our community, demonstrating the worth of discussing this topic out in the open. Black Like Us began with subtle nods to its uncomfortable subject. Kendrick Lamar's complexions played as Dre, Anthony Anderson, and Bao, Tracy Ellis Ross, started their day. The couple passed each other coffee and half in the kitchen, and Dre called Bao, who is biracial, his half-Nubian queen. It was business as usual for the Johnson family until their middle son, Jack Miles Brown, brought them his school photos. Bao and Dre were horrified to discover that Jack's twin, Diane Marcy Martin, could barely be seen because the photographer didn't use proper lighting for her brown skin. "Oh my God, they owed J.D. my baby," Dre declared, referring to Time magazine's infamous 1994 cover featuring a darkened mugshot of O.J. Simpson. The picture debacle led to a heated family debate about colorism, but not before Dre offered viewers some historical context in a voiceover paired with animated images. Black people come in many shades, from Mariah Carey to Wesley Snipes. Because we look different, we get discriminated against differently, he explained. Sometimes we even discriminate against each other. It's called colorism, the racist belief that light skin is good and dark skin is bad. Dre noted that colorism exists in Asian, Indian, and Latin American communities, but that it has been particularly harmful to African Americans, who were separated by complexion during slavery, leading to deep-seated tension and resentment that continues to this day. Back in the Johnson family kitchen, Bao called the photo thoughtless and hurtful and suggested demanding the school retake it. Dre, on the other hand, wanted to confront the school on its racism, requesting free pictures for the rest of our lives and Kanye West tickets to smooth things over. "I really want to see him, but I will never ever give that man any more of my money," Dre said of the increasingly controversial rapper. Diane, meanwhile, dismissed the photo as no big deal, reasoning that everyone takes bad pictures. "I honestly think the photographer just messed up," she told her parents. But then Jr., Marcus Scribner, made an offhand reference to his family's issues with complexion, stopping his relatives in their tracks. Bao and Jr., the lightest members of the Johnson family, called Dre and his mother, Ruby Jennifer Lewis, out for making constant jokes at their expense, from calling them Team Light Skin to proposing that they've come from Light Skin, Sylvania. Ruby declared that light skins don't have problems. "Of course, fair-skinned people have problems," Bao interjected. "Yeah, but it's the same way rich people have problems," her mother-in-law told her. "Oh no, I can't fit all my money in my pocket. Good heavens, the butler is sick, who will apply my SPF 162 to my translucent fair skin," Dre chimed in. The argument turned increasingly heated as Junior bluntly confronted his father for equating light skin with being soft, a larger issue that speaks to Dre's complicated view of masculinity. But tensions boiled over when Diane opened up to her family about why she didn't want to talk about the issue. "No one in this family is as dark as me," she said, before citing the many ways society has reinforced the idea that lighter skin is somehow better, from being discouraged to wear red lipstick or being told, by a black woman, that she's so pretty for a dark-skinned girl. Bao and Ruby argued over who should come for Diane, leading to a confrontation over Ruby's constant taunts about Bao's light skin. "You say to me that you're better than me, that you're blacker than me. Oh, and I have no struggle," an exasperated Bao said before declaring her mother-in-law a monster. "I am not a monster," Ruby hit back. "I've been called that all my life. I'm not about to sit here and let you do it." "I guess you can see why we don't talk about colorism," Dre said in a voiceover. "Because after generations of pain and hurt feelings, talking about it never goes well." But the Johnsons continued to talk about it after Ruby opened up about her painful childhood and how she and her dark-skinned father were ostracized by her mother's lighter-skinned relatives. Bao and Ruby apologized to each other, with Ruby calling her daughter-in-law an incredible black mother. Dre also offered a heartfelt apology to Junior and concluded that the family's tough discussion was cathartic and necessary. "Colorism is our secret shame, and the pain it causes keeps growing because we rarely talk about," he said in the episode's final voiceover. "But as I looked at my multicolored black family, I realized that because we talked about it, our wounds could finally start to heal as we learn to love ourselves out in the open. Because nothing gets better in the shadows."